Joined now by energy expert, Professor Mark Swilling from the Center for Sustainability Transitions at Stellenbosch University in the Western Cape. Prof, good afternoon. Welcome to today. I don't know how much of the briefing you were able to catch, but the bits and pieces I picked up is that it's really going to be a battle over the next few months to supply electricity. We've sort of known that, but one was hoping things could be better, but there's still more breakdowns, and Kusile is just going nowhere slowly.
Yes, I mean, I think the press conference made it clear that we can't assume that things are going to improve substantially through the winter months. The next 150 days is going to be the hardest ever. And after that, we're going to start seeing some of the benefits of the multiple interventions that are being made across the board in order to get us out of our current load shedding crisis. The only thing that really brings a little bit of hope for some amelioration during winter is the fact that they're going to be working the gas generators to the maximum.
Yeah, so they're going to be burning a lot of diesel for the open cycle gas turbines. Hopefully they've got enough on their budget. They won't run out of budget compared to last year. The additional power to the grid, as you've just referred to, Prof, will come from more renewable sources of energy as they come on stream over the next few months to add and improve the better, and hopefully the breakdowns will go less. But there was also the issue of solar panels. The country does not have enough capacity to manufacture solar panels that are required.
Yeah, I mean, when we started the renewables program back in 2010, that did result in a number of factories being built to manufacture what is required. But in 2015, the CEO of Eskom refused to sign the power purchase agreements, and we had a hiatus for about 5 or 6 years. And during that time, many of the factories closed. Now we are ramping up renewables on a gigantic scale. I mean, the Minister of Electricity is talking about a 15,000 megawatt mega bid window, which is really substantial. We've only built 6.2 since 2010. So, 15 gigawatts is very substantial. But now we don't have the factories, so we have to import a lot, which means that we don't have the benefits, upstream industrial benefits for our workers, which we could have if we had maintained a consistent commitment to renewables since 2010, which we haven't.
Yeah, and at the rate at which the rand is trading with the dollar, it's going to cost us quite a handsome monies to import those, but hopefully there might be some deal that the government can do with overseas suppliers. Another interesting point that I picked up, and I want your view on it, Prof, is regarding necessary expertise. The minister saying that in the long term, we will get the necessary expertise. Is the lack of expertise at present part of the problem?
Well, I mean, it depends where. So if you're talking about expertise within Eskom, well, it's a very well-known fact that over many years, because of mismanagement within Eskom, a lot of expertise was lost. So that was so getting some of that back has been part of what the Department of Public Enterprises started last year. And the National Electricity Crisis Committee is also addressing that question of bringing in the necessary expertise. So yes, the answer to your question is definitely yes. However, we need to balance that out with the fact that we've had a renewables program which has resulted in the building of significant South African-based expertise since 2010. We can now procure, project manage large-scale renewables in a way that wasn't really possible 10 years ago. So, yeah, I think we shouldn't be too harsh on the skills issue. I think we can do it. We can mobilize the necessary expertise and get in what we can from international and local networks.
Yeah, overall, Prof, I mean, you said 150 days. It's going to be very hard. That's like, what, 5 months to the end of the year before things can get better. Is there any other silver lining to what the minister had to say today that you picked up from an energy supply perspective?
Well, I think what we, after couple of months of policy uncertainty, lots of flip-flopping and zigzagging, when there was overemphasis on what could be achieved through fixing the power stations, underemphasis on renewables, not enough attention being paid to the grid, grand claims that we could end load shedding by the end of the year. Now, all of that has now been moderated, and what we are seeing now is greater policy coherence, and I think that is good news. That's the silver lining. There is even now a gazette that says that the integrated energy plan is going to be formulated by next year, which is a bit late, but at least long-term planning is starting. And what the minister was saying today, they're just trying everything, buying in whatever they can from the power pool, batteries, diesel, renewables, fixing what they can. They're just across the board got a series of projects which is the best that we can hope for, including rooftop solar and creating incentives even more incentives for rooftop solar. So this is the best they can. Maybe it's a bit too little, it's a bit too late, but it's not too little.
Thank you very much, Professor Mark Swilling, for your time and insights, reacting to Electricity Minister Kgosientsho Ramokgopo's update on the state of the implementation of the National Energy Plan. Prof Swilling is from the Center for Sustainability Transitions at Stellenbosch University.